welcome to Lost in the Sauce. We're your hosts, Maddie.
And Maeve.
And like most college students, we're just trying to figure life out one confusing moment at a time. Each week, we'll sit down with real students to talk about the pressure, uncertainty, and those what am I doing with my life moments, because none of us really have it all figured out together.
Today, we're talking with Dorothy and Dabrhia, who studied abroad in Seville, Spain last semester. We'll be diving into what it's like to live and study in another country, how their experience has shaped their outlook on life, and what it's taught them about finding direction and purpose while being away from home. Alright, so we're going to jump right into it, starting with Dorothy. If you want to just introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi guys, I'm Dorothy. I'm a film major, and I studied abroad in Spain last semester.
Hi, I'm Dabrhia. I am an advertising major, and I also studied abroad in Seville last spring semester.
And just for some context, this is Maeve, and I also studied abroad with Dorothy and Dabrhia last semester in Seville, Spain. But we're first going to start off with just some general questions. When you hear the phrase "lost in the sauce," which is the name of our podcast, what does it mean to you?
I think it means you have all these emotions and your environment around you is just super confusing and you kind of get lost in the sauce.
I agree with Dora. I feel like it's like we get very overwhelmed with like everything, and like we get lost in like the sauce and like everything. Like
Lost
that.
in the sauce of life.
Yeah.
Exactly. And have you guys felt lost during college, whether it be academically, socially, personally? I know, like, specifically we're going to be talking about study abroad, but, like, in any other aspects of your college experience?
Never.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I was gonna say like more specifically to study abroad. I feel like I'm comparing it to like before we went abroad and then like post abroad. So like last fall semester, we were just like in such a different place that I am now after studying abroad, but also like I feel like very different towards like the sense where like nothing is the same
Yeah.
at all.
A different version of yourself.
Yes.
I agree with that.
I was
feel
more
like...
lost in the sauce before studying abroad.
Yes,
Really?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
cool.
honestly,
That's
I kind of
interesting.
agree with that.
Like,
Because I feel like it's like new experiences really just like everything just opens pathways to like opens doors to like new possibilities of what you can do.
Yeah, it's just
And like
changes your
even though it's
perspective.
more things, it's like, oh, I feel less lost because it's like this is another thing I can do. And then specifically right now, do you feel any like pressures or feeling lost in any way?
Right now I'm feeling pretty lost in the sauce with finals coming up and stuff.
Mhm.
And my big capstone film project is a lot, but honestly, it's not too bad right now.
also kind of adding to what Doro said, I feel like it's also because, again, like we're juniors now, so it's like not the same, like finals are not the same, and like coming back again, like kind of linking it to study abroad, we haven't had like real finals in a
Right.
hot minute.
Mhm.
So like it's different because it's more projects,
Real
it's a
school.
lot, like it's real school, yeah, it really is.
Moving into studying abroad, what made you guys ultimately decide you wanted to go, and how did you end up choosing on Spain to go study abroad too?
So every single one of us was considering studying abroad,
Mm-hmm.
and we were considering Italy and Spain.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think, Maeve, you said something about, like, the orange trees, and, like, I don't know why, but, like, all of a sudden we were, like,
It's actually the most factual thing I think I've
Decided
And
on
that's-
Spain after that.
yeah.
So actually, adding on to that too, because that's so funny that you mentioned that. Because before,
I'm intrigued.
I think freshman year when we were all like deciding to like live with each other, we were like, oh, like I think I want to study abroad. And everyone was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, like, we all want to study abroad, so we, like, made
Just for
that.
For context, me, Doro, and Dabrhia all lived together. We lived together this year and last year. And
Yeah.
our whole room,
Yeah, basically.
decided to study abroad. Like,
Yeah.
and it was kind of together. Like, we were like, oh, like, we should all go together if
Yeah.
we're going to. Like, unless we were really split on the decision.
Like, I wanted to go to Spain because I speak Spanish, so it's, like, easier for me. I wasn't opposed to going to Italy because I really wanted to go to Italy, too. But I feel like as a good home base, like, I kept, like, researching some stuff about Sevilla, and actually at going to add what Doro said earlier. Maeve was like, oh yeah, like they have like the orange trees, like they have like
Can we like give context? What is
the orange trees?
Like
it's
oranges? Or
yeah.
like the
yeah,
trees are
so
orange?
like
Oh, okay.
so Sevilla's known for like
Oranges.
they're known for their oranges in their
Okay.
trees, and like how like in the spring it like smells
Really?
incredible.
Yeah.
Did you
like,
what did it actually?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Because
so
the
interesting.
oranges fall,
Okay.
and then they're like sitting on the ground.
they fall. Sit on the
And they
ground.
and it's not even like you can eat these oranges. Like you can, they're just
They're
really
very
sour.
tangy. Like no, what are they? Wait, no.
Citrusy?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Oh.
I can barely
I want to try
speak,
these
bro.
oranges.
No, they're actually like not.
They're not.
They're not edible.
They're not edible.
Oh, no.
Listen, the one,
But they smell good, so that's why
Yeah.
like you leave them to rot on the ground and they just smell up. Though.
Exactly. No, seriously, but it does. It smells like amazing during the springtime. But, however, don't eat these oranges again.
I guess that's why we studied in Seville, Spain. I didn't even know that.
No, because
shit.
Maeve kept mentioning the trees.
It was because once you look like closely into the city instead of just Spain, like the idea of
Mhm.
studying in Spain.
Yes.
Once we looked up Sevilla and saw all of it, it was like we're going.
We
And
actually,
also-
to add on to that, one of the things that we were kind of skeptical about Spain is that there wasn't. It's not that a lot of people didn't go study abroad. It's just that not a lot of people knew about like Sevilla in general.
Mhm.
Like I know, like it was like mostly because it's like tucked away, like
Yeah.
little like farther than Madrid and Barcelona, which are bigger.
So, how did studying abroad kind of change your sense of independence or identity when you were there?
This is a big one. The big thing for me is to be able to do things in America. Well, this doesn't apply to you. This is my personal experience because you speak Spanish.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
If I'm walking into like a Spanish grocery store, I'm like on edge because I don't speak Spanish. I can't read the screen. I can't read the products. Like everything was 10 times more hard there. So coming back to America after experiencing all that, which it was great, it's just like I feel like life is on easy mode right now. Like I just feel like I
That's
have
cool.
a new sense of confidence now
Yeah.
because I'm like I can actually communicate with people and I tried.
Yeah. But can I add? Can I
Yes,
add?
yeah,
Can
yeah.
I add to what you were saying too? I feel like yes, like I knew Spanish and everything, but I feel like what changed was like my perspective on like kind of like living.
Yeah.
Because kind of
That
like
too.
what Dora was saying, I think for me I felt more connected because I like obviously like number one I spoke Spanish and I feel like I made like a lot of like I made a lot of friends while we were there, so it was like really fun. But also it was like fun to see like for example like how everyone else like also like kind of grew into like I don't know, like I saw Doro be more confident, more like not reserved. I think it was very different because like when you put someone else in a different country, like that's the type of person that they're gonna be. Like I don't know, like I don't know.
And
how to
it's a
explain
whole
it.
fresh
It's like
start too. 'Cause,
Yes.
like even though like we knew each other going abroad, it's like no one else in that country knows who you are.
And it's
Mhm.
not just the same people on this tiny campus
Right, yeah.
every day that you run into. So
It seems like coming from like a campus like Quinnipiac, it's like it'd be even more liberating because like it like I feel like I walk in, I see a lot of people that I see a lot.
Yeah.
Like maybe not compared to like a bigger school, but I definitely feel like going abroad from a school like this is definitely like
It was really
crazy
cool just to
transition.
see like
Yes.
you go always meeting new people. Like if you're traveling on the weekends, you're gonna meet new people, and then there's people who are tourists visiting Sevilla, which like was like a second home to us at one point. But it's like they're like tourists, and then just like you're always meeting new people like every single day, which was so cool.
Also, kind of going on back your comment with the campus thing.
Yeah.
Our campus, for like context, it's like we're in a mountain. Like we're literally
Yeah.
like in like
That's so
like the woods.
We
And
are in the woods.
when we like would
In the
step
woods.
outside, like we can go like shopping. We can go to Zara. We can go
Yeah.
like we can take the little
City.
train. Like it's a city, so it was very different because I would just walk outside and just walk, and I would end up somewhere, like, fun. Like,
Yeah.
something, like, crazy. Like, I would, like, go on the train, go get gelato alone. Like,
There's so
at
much
night.
to
like,
do.
It's so
So
much
safe.
I
to
felt so much safer in Spain than I ever
Yes.
was in America.
No,
Really?
seriously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Weird
yeah.
that we worried about it before.
Yeah.
You could walk home. You could, like, which you shouldn't, but you could walk home alone, like, at 4 a.m. and be fine.
Me and
Like,
Doro-
so 45 minutes.
But
Like,
this is Sevilla.
At least me and Doro and, like, me, we would walk back home, like,
Mhm.
so late. Once I walked back home at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Don't ask me
Oh
why.
yeah.
But, like, I just literally,
Yeah.
like, it was
and it was
literally
safe.
fine.
We know, like, but you don't even need your phone. Like, we could
Yeah,
get
no,
back
serious,
by
like,
ourselves.
Someone stole my phone in Barcelona. I didn't have
No
one for
way.
like a month. Well, I was
Yeah.
Wait, you
my
don't
God,
really
no.
need it. Like
Honestly, fine.
I was
No,
having a
She
great
got
time.
Dorothy got back to the U.S. no phone.
Yeah,
Shut up.
no, she
for
didn't.
Like 2 weeks or something.
Please, can that be the whole
How'd
podcast?
you-
I'll literally talk about it.
How'd you lose it? Or did it get stolen?
It got stolen out of my fanny pack in Barcelona in a club.
Wow.
They just unzipped, must have just took it out.
They didn't even
That's
take your
insane.
wallet
It was-
though.
yeah,
So
It's,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, I have heard that pickpocketing
but
is
Yeah,
you
it's
learn
so
so
bad.
much from that. Like, I'm not speaking for you, but like just to like live with no phone. Like,
yeah, what was that like?
That's
She
sick.
lived. Listen, people were emailing her. It's fine.
Yeah,
Instagram
I was receiving
DMs.
emails, Instagram DMs. But honestly, I would be so fine without a phone.
Kind of moving on from that tragedy. Were there any moments that you guys felt homesick or out of place? Any times, like in the beginning, or kind of near the end, or at all, or just like in general?
Definitely, like the people close to me at home, I would call them a lot while I was walking to school and walking back.
Mhm.
But being in the city, like in Sevilla, it was just so amazing every day. I feel like it was just so. There was so much to do that you're kind of distracted.
Uh-huh.
I
by
think,
it all.
like, yeah, I think I started feeling very confused at first, like that first kind of month that we were there. I had
Yeah.
some, like, mixed feelings, not in, like that I regretted my decision, but, like, I would feel more homesick when I was traveling.
Okay.
Because I felt so guilty that I was having these, like, great experiences, and then I would, like, call my family, and it's like it's like 5 o'clock there, or like something like that. Like,
Mhm.
it would just, like, hit me really bad. Like, I remember one of the moments actually vividly. Like, I was in Paris and I was in the Eiffel Tower, and I called my grandma and my sister, and they were, like, talking to me, da-da-da, and then after I just, like, I felt so guilty. Like, I always felt guilty when I was traveling and, like, having fun experiences. So I
Mhm.
feel like that's when I felt the most homesick.
Yeah.
And also, like, towards, like, the end, because we were already, like, oh my gosh, like, we're leaving very soon, like,
Mhm.
and then my family came, like, I think, like, a few weeks before we left. So it was, like, kind of like that, like, moment where I realized I was like, oh, like, I'm homesick, but, like, I also don't want to leave
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I
like,
agree with
It
that.
just, like, it was, like, very nice. Also, sometimes when we would be, like, in school, nobody would be awake. So it's, like, we're texting, like, our parents and
Yeah.
everything, and it would be, like, kind of like, like, my parents are, like, asleep right now halfway across the world, and I'm
Yeah.
in class sitting
Yeah.
here in these uncomfortable chairs. I am very homesick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, the time difference was hard because
Yes.
if you wanted to like get in contact with your parents or whatever, you would kind of have to plan ahead and figure out the
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
want to call them at like 3 a.m. or something.
Like, yeah. And then we would, like, if we were out or something, like, and they would call us, like, we'd be like, oh, like, I'm out right now, but, like, I would try to take at least, like, 5 minutes and call.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes I, like, forgot to call because of the time difference, because I
Yeah,
didn't want to
same.
bother them.
Right.
So, like, I would be more of a texter. So I feel like
Me
that
too.
sometimes, like, kind of affected, like, the homesickness. I also have 2 siblings, so, like, it was, like, hard to, like, they had so many, like, games and stuff like that, so I feel like that's also when I felt very homesick. But
Do you feel similar?
No, I felt similar, honestly. Well, I feel similar with the idea of, like, feeling, like, guilty homesick. Because, like, my
That's
parents,
interesting.
like,
Yeah.
my parents, like, they haven't really traveled that much.
yeah, my
before.
my
Like,
parents
they
never
have
went to
traveled,
Europe
like,
before.
they've traveled a little bit, but, like, nowhere. Like, I was traveling every weekend, which is just, like we're going back to, like, saying it was just so easy to.
was-
So
yeah,
it's, like,
it's
why
so cheap.
why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then I just feel so guilty. Like, my dad was like, oh, I always want to go there. I was like, I can't wait to retire and go there. And, like,
Aw.
I just felt, it's, like, I was like, aw.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And then
Yeah.
also, like, I have family in Ireland, and I visited them, and they, like, are so homey to me. Like, they had, like, it's like I was at a house having a home-cooked meal, like, sleeping in a real, like, bed in a real house.
Yeah.
And that kind of made me feel, like, a little bit not homesick, but, like, a little bit, I would
Yeah.
say. Because I'm, like, aw, like,
Yeah.
I kind of miss this feeling. But at the same time, we were so, like, busy, and, like, there's so much to do that it was just always, you're distracted.
That's very true.
Yeah.
It, like, helped me, like, distract myself, but kind of similar to what you were saying. Like, I met up with my aunt in Paris, and it was just so nice because I haven't seen them in so long because her husband's in the military, so they're stationed in Germany.
Okay.
So it was, like, really fun, like, to just, like, go and visit people, and at least, like, I got, like, that sense of normalcy.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, some, like, older siblings, like, visited, like, very early, or, like, parents, and, like, they kept going back and forth, and they did, like, trips. And so my parents were, like, kind of, like, iffy if they wanted to visit.
Yeah.
But also, something that did help my homesickness was everyone else's parents were visiting.
Mhm.
Or, like, we would have friends. Like, I had some friends that were studying in Madrid, and they came, or, like, vice versa. Like, Dorothy's parents came, Maeve's parents came, like, our other friend Natalie's parents came. And it was just, like, fun because at least it's, like, people that, like, you know, and, like, you did different stuff, and they were kind of experiencing it for, like, the first time. It, like, made me feel, like, kind of, like, emotional, like, towards, like, that first, like, week that we were there. We were just so excited to be there and, like, do everything that we can. And that was kind of, like, the vibe that we were getting from, like, when our parents came.
Yeah.
It was, like, very much, like, first week vibes, like, I'm so happy
Show
that
you
I'm
around,
here. Like,
like-
let me show you around everywhere. Like, let's go. And, like, in the moment, I was like, oh, I have to go here. But, like, it was just, like, so much fun, like, trying to, like...
Showing people, like, a home. It's weird, is like, that's our second home now. It's like,
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
we're, like, we talk and we're homesick of that place. It's so
Oh,
weird.
really?
It is so
It's
weird.
so weird.
It's so weird. I, like, find
Like,
myself,
reverse
like...
homesickness.
No, seriously. I find myself, like, looking at videos and, like, I'll be like, wait, guys, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm talking about this again. But then
Yeah.
I'll, like, show everyone. Everyone's like, no, like, because I feel the same way. And I feel like that also makes me feel, like,
It's cool that we all have that.
seen.
We, like, all have that, though. Like,
Yeah.
we're able to
Yeah.
talk about it. So that's kind of cool. But kind of moving on into, like relating back to our podcast, the message of it, like, did studying abroad change your perspective on, like, your major, your future goals, like, what you want to do with your life?
Oh.
Yes. The lifestyle that we experienced there, like, they're very slow, like, in a good way. Like, they sit down at a restaurant and they just, like, chat. They catch up with their friends for hours. I mean, they do what they have to do during the day, but it's just, like, it's very chill there. And what was the question?
It was how did it, like, change your perspective on your major or your future goals at all?
Oh, yeah. So basically,
Yeah, you
like,
were going
I
there.
want to, for my future, I want to live that way. Like, I really resonated with their lifestyle and stuff. And also, a lot of movies and shows were made in Seville, and I got to, like, see some of the sets, and that just made me, like, really excited about film. Like, because I would take my camera out, and it would be just, like, so beautiful because of all the scenery and all that. So it was,
like,
like,
no, like, filter. It's like,
No
Yeah.
filter.
like,
Yeah.
I want to
Seriously.
travel with my life and, like, maybe do, like, video.
Yeah.
Video.
I mean, kind of giving you, like, a little boost. Doro did, like, a really cute film in, like, our, like, balcony, like, in Spain. And I remember, like, that day, like, that was, like, kind of, like, the month where it was, like, raining, like, a lot. And, like, I don't like the rain at all. And I would get really bothered by it. But, like, when we were doing the video and we were just, like, my pants were getting wet. And we were just, like, laughing. And we were just, like, having, like, a great time. Like, it didn't feel, like, I don't know, like, I wish you could see the video. But, like, I feel like you captured, like, such a big part of, like, our study abroad, like, during that, like, little film. It just, like,
the lighting.
like,
yeah.
it just like, when you look at that, when I look at that video, it reminds me of Europe. In that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But kind of also saying, like, what you were saying earlier, their lifestyle, the way that they look at life is so different. They enjoy life, and they don't, like, live to work.
They let themselves enjoy life. Like, I feel like
Yes.
over here, we don't do that. Like, we're always
No.
stressed and moving fast. But
You can't even go to a coffee shop and like everything is like to go. They don't do to
Yeah.
goes. They actually feel very offended. When we would go to the cafe and they would be like, oh, like café
Para
con leche
llevar.
para llevar. They're like, what? Like they charge you. Actually, wait, hold up, I got beef with this. They charge you like $1 more if you take it to go.
Really?
Yes.
They want you to sit, like, it's
They
so,
want
like, the
you to sit
culture.
down.
Like, I think that's, like kind of, like, putting my perspective onto this. Like,
Mhm.
I think that it definitely just changed the way I want to live my lifestyle.
Yeah,
And I talked
exactly.
about, me and Maddie.
Me and me talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about this in our intro episode. But I was, like, talking to Maddie about, like, specifically, we were talking about, like, any, like, big moments, and I talked, like, a little bit about study abroad. I was waiting for this episode, but I was saying how they work to live, not live to work.
Yes, that's what I was
when
just gonna
Maeve
say.
said that, I was like, wait, that's
No, like,
crazy.
we have
Yeah.
something here.
Yeah, we have
No,
something.
like, and, like, that's how it should be. And-
Also, I think this is like more like a, what's it called? Like, not like a big thing, but live music is very big. Like in
Mhm.
Seville, like you would just like hear someone like with the guitar, just like in a corner, and like
Oh, yeah, the flamenco.
yeah,
too,
like the flamenco,
dancing.
like you would just like hear it, and like when I
lively.
hear that, it like transports me back to like when it was just like so much easier.
Mhm.
Like it was like
It was
life
just like real.
so
It's
much,
just like real connections. Like they actually
Yes.
want. Like I don't know. It was just nice that like also the technology piece. Like I don't know. Like I feel like it was just so nice and freeing that like there was so much to do. Maybe it was just
They
being
don't-
in a city too, but like
Yeah.
also being in a European city. But like
They're just like they don't have a lot, but they're happy with what they have.
Yeah.
And that's a lot very similar, like kind of like in my culture. So I felt like I resonated a lot,
Mhm.
and so it just made me feel like I was home. So
I feel like there's
yeah.
so much love over there.
just like it's just different. Like I would just like I don't know how to explain it. It's like you have to go there to like experience that type of like safety net type thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like you just like go outside and like no like I don't know like life is not like I don't know like life is just like so different. I'll just end with that. Like it's just so different.
Going back to kind of before you guys went abroad, you knew you were gonna go, but how did you like? What expectations did you have before going abroad, and like, how did you kind of like mentally or emotionally, academically prepare to go abroad? Like, what was it like right before you guys went?
Stress.
Yeah.
It was so stressful, like
Yeah.
getting all this stuff, and I was feeling like worried that maybe I made the wrong choice
Mhm.
or like something like that. But then when we got there, it was all worth it. Like,
Yeah.
you
It's
just
a lot
like,
to
can't
commit
have,
to, a lot of work to do, but it's like
You cannot have expectations because
I agree.
true.
Big on that.
it's just not realistic. You literally know, unless you've like went to Europe or wherever you've gone before, you really don't know like how they live. How
I know. I feel
life
like
is
I had a lot of
over there.
I had like misconceptions that were like about how people lived or like in like all the places I traveled to, and like you can't like I don't know, they were like kind of like debunked because I was like I don't know, can't have like
Because you become a local, kind of. So
No, seriously,
you
yeah.
kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
Before you have no idea.
I think like for me the beginning it was very hard. I was going through like family like personal family stuff, and like it was just like a lot, and like again kind of what Dora was saying earlier, like the paperwork and everything was just like so tedious, and like it was just I also felt like I was doing everything wrong, so it was like weighing down on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't even want to go anymore. I don't want to waste my time. But also this is not to set an expectation on like the process or school. It was the problem. My stress was for example, like we go to school in Connecticut. I live all the way in New Jersey.
Mhm.
Getting my passport,
Yeah,
getting my papers
yeah.
was just so hard. I
Yeah.
have to go home, and like my parents had to drive up here multiple times. Like
Yeah.
it was just unnecessary.
so many
If
like
I didn't-
stamps, documents, like
if
everything.
we didn't like if we knew everything beforehand, and if we knew like we had to get certain things done, I would have done them,
Yeah.
and like it would have been so much easier.
Yeah, they gave us such a short time frame.
Yeah.
It was really
Literally
stressful.
everything was due in November. We were doing it like second week of August. I think it was like kind of what Dora said, you can't have expectations unless you've traveled and everything, but also like I think the only expectation really that I had was like, it's going to be a different experience and I want to make the most out of it. That's what I had always said. I had certain places I really wanted to go travel, so that was like also what I set my mind to. I didn't like say I want to go everywhere. I said kind of like, oh, I'm going to probably go to like these, I'm going to make these 3 places my priority.
Now, did anyone, when you were going the process of like deciding, did anyone try and talk you out of going abroad?
Yes, the universe. First of all, we all had to send our passports, which number one, that's sketchy.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh no, like what's happening?
Yeah.
So like specifically with that and like the papers, I had to go to the New York consulate. I think I went more to the New York consulate than I was ever like here in class on Friday. Like I swear to God, I would never be here on Fridays. I would have to go home like on Thursdays.
Wow.
And like be back here on Sunday. It was just a lot. And like my mom at one point was like, is it even worth it? And I literally I was like, Mom, like, I don't think if I don't study abroad, if I don't have this, like, moment,
and it was a good break. Like, honestly,
go.
It was a good break from, like, I don't know, like, college is, like, 4 years is, like, it's a long time. And it's good. It was a good break. Like, this is, like, it was, like, a halfway point. And we studied abroad, like, I liked that our school does it, like, second year.
I feel like we went in the perfect time, and if we wouldn't have gone last year, I probably would have gone this year in the spring.
Yeah. And are both of you guys are 3+1?
She's no? 3+1, I'm not.
Was that a concern, studying abroad?
I definitely talked about it with my advisor, and it was fine. I took 3 Quinnipiac classes while we were there, but they were, like, kind of all together. They were kind of like projects, film classes.
Okay.
So I got my film credits.
Oh, that's good.
And then my other classes were able to, like, count for my minor or, like, just regular.
Like UC electives and stuff?
Yeah.
And then kind of moving on to, like, I mean, we were talking about, like, how hard it is to come back. But, like, what's, like, the hardest part about, like, coming back, like, being here this fall after studying abroad?
Going from such a big, open environment with so many opportunities to this small campus where you run into the same people every day.
Also, I know while we were abroad, we joked a lot. Okay, for context, Doro has a car, and it's called the Blue Lagoon. And it's a little Volkswagen, and we love the Blue Lagoon. She saves the day. And we would be joking, we were like, oh, like, we're going to ship the Blue Lagoon over here, like, sometimes when, like, we didn't want to walk. But now I complain about not walking enough.
Yeah.
And not, like, going outside. Like, for example, like, if we want to go get coffee, we have to go all the way down to, well, for another thing, we live on, like, York campus.
Right,
So.
and it's, like, it's close, but it's just the York Hill driveway.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's just the driveway.
Yes. Also, another thing, kind of, again, going back with, like, the walking thing, it was just such a big part of the culture, and got so used to it. I remember, like, during the summer, too, like, I would just walk around my town because I missed it so much, because my legs were literally starting to, like, hurt from, like not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
So I came back, and I was, like, going on walks and stuff like that. Like, it didn't feel the same. Like, well, obviously it didn't, but, like, I don't know, it was just, like, such a major takeaway, and, like, that was one of the things I was most concerned about this year. It's, like, we're living on, like, a different campus, and, like, it's not close to Maine at all. Like, we can't go to the library. Like, we have to go take the car, go down. I don't like that.
Find parking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, find parking and stuff. Like, I don't like that. Like, I just want to go walk outside.
I know, same.
And go to Zara. Go to Stradivarius.
Yeah, we could just, like, walk around, not even buy stuff, but, like, just, like, walk around and shop.
That was an activity in itself.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
And then we would make plans. We'd be like, okay, all right, so we're going to go back. And it was also, like, Europe life, like, nightlife is, like, later, which fit perfectly to how we were living. Because we would wake up a little later, we would enjoy the day, and then we would, okay, we're going to go out. The last, like, tram stop is at 11. Let's go at, like, 10:48, even though we had to sit there sometimes and wait for Doro because we would have to run to the train. Because that was...
Wait, I don't even know what you're talking about.
What?
The tram?
Yeah. If we want to go out and we didn't want to walk, the last stop was, like, at, like, 12. and we would have to grab you from your room. We were still getting ready, and it was already 10:48.
And then take the tram. You're right there.
Yeah.
You're in the center of the city.
I know. I wish we had like better. I miss like public transportation.
Because I know some people that like go to like school in like a city type vibe. Like for example, New York. Like I have a friend that goes to Fordham University, and she wants to go to Trader Joe's. She could just take the train and go down to.
I'd be so much happier here.
Yeah.
I also live in like Jersey, so like I take a lot of public transportation. I'm big on public transportation, so going from that to this, it's just a big.
Do you guys feel like we were talking about just in general feeling lost right now? Do you feel like lost in a different way now that you're back?
I feel like we had this time in Spain, and it was so much like partying and going and exploring and all of that. I had the summer to rest, and I honestly think study abroad made me more like okay with my everyday routine, I guess, because I know that it's not all that's there.
Yeah.
Like I've went to a different country, like lived a different life basically, and now I'm back and I'm like, okay, this is okay for now, and then later on in my life I'm gonna like do the same.
There's so much time too. But do you guys have any final advice?
Yes. If someone listening to this podcast is thinking about studying abroad, just do it. It's a new experience. It'll open more opportunities, more networking, more connections, more culture, and honestly, you make the experience yourself.
And then pro tip, don't lose your passport.
I lost my passport.
Or your phone. Or nothing. Don't break nothing. Just
don't break anything.
No, wait, seriously. Wait, I would, for a person that's studying abroad next semester, please save as much money as you can.
I was gonna ask about that,
And like
if you think you have enough, you don't.
You literally don't. You need like
just you can say yes to more.
Like a brand. Like seriously, you need a brand.
You don't need
it, but
it's nice to
have. You're gonna go shopping every day. You're gonna want to travel.
Be open to learning.
And be open to learning. Yes, big one, because I think you're living somewhere for so long, you have to try.
Even if you don't try, like you're gonna like learn just from like hearing it. Some people didn't, and like that's like half of it. Just trying.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. I fully speak Spanish. I would go to the grocery store and I would also feel overwhelmed. I wanted to say that earlier too when you were talking about that, because
I know it doesn't apply to you, but that's not even true.
No, it literally does, because I would go with literally any of you, and you would be asking me what this is, and I would turn around and I'd be like, I'm just as clueless as you. Seriously. One time
you speak Spanish, but it's not, you don't know. First of all,
they
speak so fast in Seville too.
And they speak like different, like it's like different.
Yeah. Different dialect.
And
like I like Puerto Rican Spanish. It's
simple.
It's like Spanglish.
Yeah,
okay.
It's the best. But it's so funny because I also think another pro tip, like, you're gonna have like your own little like inside jokes while you're there, and like I don't know, like I just have specific moments that I can tell you right now that I quote every day. Like for example, Dorothy losing her passport.
It's just fun.
That I just wish.
Funny now.
I wish there was like a camera in her room while it was all messed up. She goes,
I have
no
idea where.
No, actually, we have no idea. No one stole it either.
Wait,
it's
so
like 100% no one stole
what
it.
What were you looking
bus.
for it for? Like you were
She
looking.
probably
going to
threw it
Portugal.
away.
Really?
She was going to Portugal.
I could have taken it out in my red purse.
I hope it shows up one day. That would be the funniest thing ever.
It.
Ruco.
But I don't think they would. Like,
and if you're in Seville, go to Ruco and roll. And tell Emmy I said hi, bro. No, but I think anywhere you go, study abroad, I guess, like, do your research. Also, like, not speaking for other people, but we had a friend, like, her name's Shelby, she went to study abroad like alone.
Yeah.
So do
Really?
it alone, do it with friends. Like she found people from her school through there.
That's
so
crazy.
like just like literally do it. And also, even if you're not studying abroad, just go and travel and live your life, because
Just
it
live
doesn't
your
matter.
life, like-
Wait, I want
To be
like I
honest.
feel like that's like the most important thing. I feel like it taught me so much, but like also now I have a different perspective. But like just like take this as a sign to like just like travel like when you can. If you're not able to study abroad, like just literally try to take
New
like,
things. Take
time,
your
yeah,
risks.
to like do something new. Like I don't know, like get out of your element. Like I feel like that also like is like very important. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter where you go, you just have to make the most out of the experience. But because we had one of our roommates, she didn't go abroad, but she's going to. She's gonna go very, very, very far in life. Big doctor, big nurse.
Big everything.
Big doctor, big nurse. Sorry, I just had to point that out. But also, like, you're gonna be just fine. Also, if you're going through something and you're just studying abroad for an outlet, do it. Just go somewhere you haven't gone and live your
Facts.
dang life.
Yes.
Period. That's a good ending note.
Yeah,
I feel like
There
we've
she goes.
covered literally everything, but
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Lost in the Sauce. We'll be back next week with more real conversations about figuring it out, whatever it is.